Hello, hello, hello. You are looking at and listening to That's What's Up with Jocasta on 108 Praise Radio, where we always voice the what? Gospel. We voice the what? Gospel. We voice the what? The gospel. All right. See, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm going to introduce you to that. Yes, it is. That African moving and dancing. Yes, ma'am. So, guys, here it is. You know, I like to give you my That's What's Up for the week. My That's What's Up in reality is that it's Big Brother's 20th year and like their 20th anniversary. And it's a big deal in that type of world of reality, because a lot of people like these games where like Survivor and Big Brother, Fear Factor, things of that nature. So to go 20 years, it's a long time. And you know, that's my spot because I come from there. So I'm always happy to rant and rave about CBS Big Brother. So watch it. Remember, on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Now, That's What's Up in politics. Oh, yeah. Y'all still there? I'm happy that we're still alive. I think literally when we think about it, every time we turn around, there's something new going on. And it is what it is. But we have to know that God is still God. He remains the same. He's never changing. And he's an unconditional lover, unlike people who only focus on what? The politics of it all. So we have to stay focused and grounded and rooted in God. Now, am I saying that we all don't sin and fall short of the glory of God? Yes, I probably sinned a few minutes ago. Come on, somebody, right, Stacy? Stacy over here to the left, because we are getting it in this morning. But here it is. You got to know whose you are in order to know who you are, in order for you to get far, okay? So know that your destination at the end of the day is always heaven. Heaven bound is what you want, okay? Not hell found. All right, my That's What's Up on this Saturday is that we're at Hosea Helps here at the Georgia International Convention Center. And I'm very, very excited to be here, as 108 is one of the sponsors. Everybody knows that Mrs. Amalami is my mentor, and what her dad started years ago is absolutely amazing. Here it is. These kids are going to get backpacks. They're going to get food. They're going to get entertainment. They're going to be able to take home food. They're going to get haircuts. They're going to get their hair done. I can go on and on and on. The things that Hosea Feeds does is absolutely amazing. And you all, if you want to help, go to HoseaForHelps.org. Just come on, let's help out. You can look it up on Facebook too, Hosea Williams or Hosea Helps on Facebook. But you want to reach out and help the next, okay? And I love Mrs. Amalami. So let's just get behind something and stop getting behind all this nothing. Now, That's What's Up with Jesus. That's what's up with Jesus. That's what's up with Jesus, because he's my friend. How about you? Now, Jesus is absolutely amazing. Why, you might say? Because he woke me up. He started my day. It may be starting a tad bit late, but you guys still get to see our face. So Jesus is absolutely amazing. He is the only way that we can become cleansed, we can become renewed, we can die to our flesh daily. It's because of him, okay? So if nobody told you that they love you, trust me, when he kisses you in the morning for your eyes to open, he has told you. That's What's Up on this Saturday, and my guest. Let me give a great backstory about my guest, this phenomenal actor. We went to high school together, and she graduated a year ahead of me. But the most amazing thing about it is that she was a princess, homecoming court, yes. I was on homecoming court too. We were on for a few years together, and she actually crowned me.
Oh, yeah.
She old, y'all. She older than me. That's what she forgot.
And my daughter actually won homecoming queen this year.
So I was on the homecoming court every year in high school. And I always had this beautiful young lady with me,
With both
and
CDs.
and it was just amazing. So to see someone that you went to high school with that's doing things this large, it's absolutely amazing. That's an author and an amazing writer. You know what I mean? Started writing short stories. She started just developing who she is. And not only that, she has degrees, okay? So she's not looking, she's like, hello. She's not just, you're like, oh, she's out there, she's just writing these books. No, she's been to college too. She can show thyself approved, right? She has children. She has two boys and a girl. She's married. She is just doing so much, and she loves God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? I mean, Bianca Harrison is absolutely amazing. I could not sit next to anybody more wonderful than she. Everybody, look, I'm going to make everybody clap. Everybody over here, you guys need to clap, 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 clap it up for Bianca Harrison. Woo! Look, we're making our own crowd. Woo!
Thank you, guys.
How are you this morning?
I'm great.
Really?
Yes, I am.
It was
Thank
a rough
you.
to get here, wasn't it?
Was. The devil tried to discourage both of us, but that's okay because God intervened and we're here.
And we are here. And that's what we've tried to connect for how long?
For a while now.
So long. But this woman is extremely busy. She's a busy
You
author.
are too.
People checking for her. They're checking for her book. All of her books, and her books are amazing, okay? But what we're going to talk about,
Ooh.
yes, we have to. We got to focus. Now, right now, if you're watching us online, you can click and go and purchase this book on Amazon.com, okay? We're encouraging that. We are so encouraging that. But I'm here to tell you that Bianca, I know her. What I wanted you to know is that I truly know her. I can remember something she told me homecoming night, and I am not going to mention it until we get off the air.
Oh, wow.
And I want to know if she remembers it. Absolutely know if she remembers. So let's get into it. Why did you say to yourself, girl, let's write? What pushed you to that point? Was it in school or in college or?
Well, no. First of all, actually, my mom had a African American bookstore that was in Griffin. That
Okay.
people didn't know. That was in 98, 99. So after the store closed, might have been I think it was like 97. She had it or whatever. But after the store closed, she was left with all these books. Cause a lot of people didn't read like they do back then. So I started reading all those books, and I just kept that because that took me into a world besides the world that we live in now. So it took me in somebody else's world. So reading those books like Elin Harris, B.B. Moore, was B.B. Campbell Moore, Zane, all those different types of authors from
Same
A.B.
thing I
Morrison.
was doing.
Yes, I was reading. So I was like, I think it was like later on, I was like, I can write my own book. But I started doing little short stories first. And then I came up with someone to call my own, but I put it on the back burner first. I put it on the back burner. It's like, who's going to read this book? You know, who's going to do this and blah, blah, blah. But my husband came up with something like, I heard somebody wrote their book on their smartphone. Yes, on their smartphone. So all my books came from my smartphone.
Oh,
So,
my
yeah.
gosh. So really?
So when people ask me, how do you do it? You make time for what's important for you. So I wrote them from my smartphone. Yes.
So literally what you were doing is saying to yourself, you know what? Lunch break, I'm writing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to take a 15 minutes.
Exactly.
I'm writing.
Yeah.
Getting the oil change.
Exactly.
I'm writing.
Exactly.
Literally
Because I
breastfeeding. You could be
exactly. Because I
Right.
couldn't find the time in the day between motherhood, being at games, practices and stuff. It was so hard. I didn't have to have my baby in 2015, Hunter. And it was like so hard. How do I get to a computer? How do I do this? How do that? When he came up, that I was like, let me research that.
Yeah.
And that was my outlet. So every 5 books that I've written came from my smartphone.
Get out.
So my 6th one's already started. So that's in progress now.
But
Smartphone.
people have made movies
Yes.
on their phones.
Yes.
Okay? So if you know that you can do a movie on your phone, you can definitely write
do anything.
books. And my book transformation,
And
I
see,
just like
she's
reading
an author
poetry.
too. She don't put that out there
Look.
as much, but she's an author.
I love a microphone, and I use my voice memo like crazy on my phone, and then I write it down.
I don't like doing the voice memo.
Really?
I tried. I don't like it.
You know, when I do my best work, like the play that I cannot wait until like it all comes together.
Mm-hmm.
I do my best work in the shower. I have to have
wow.
my crazy. I turn my phone on, and sometimes I have to scream for my boys to come. Get my phone, get my phone.
'Cause you got
Turn it
some
on, and I have to
ideas
tell them, turn
brewing.
it on, turn it on, turn it on, and then I have to
Ideas.
just talk. And that's literally how it goes.
See, mine's comes when I'm laying in bed at night. When everybody is asleep, I'm laying in bed, ideas come and everything. I
Really?
get my phone and start jotting it down. So yeah, so you do your shower thing, I do my bed thing.
Look at that! Still with the phone.
Yes.
I mean, so much goes down in the shower for
Oh,
me. Like, I'm
gosh.
talking to God. Like, I
Exactly.
don't know, because that's most of the time, not a lot, that's most of the time where my boys aren't in there,
Yeah, bothering you.
but they do bother me in the shower. So, you know, you got to find, but if I do a late shower, late night, then most of the time it's not. But as soon as it's in the, like, right at the brink of, okay, they're about to go to bed, whatever, and then I'm screaming like I need my phone, and now I just keep it like by me,
Yes.
so I can open the shower and hit, and so that I can do it, because you have to get it in.
You do.
And I
You
love
do.
it because you're a mom,
Yes.
you're a wife, and you're like, hey, I gotta do it by any
I'm
means
busy.
necessary. See?
Busy.
See? So here it is. You write your first book.
Mhm.
How do you feel? Explain to an author out there how fulfilling that moment was.
Well, it's fulfilling as far as an accomplishment for me, but it's more fulfilling when I get fan mail, emails from other people telling me how good it was and stuff like that. Because when you're on the brink about to give up,
love it.
God intervenes, you would get that one message, and you're like, that's the reason to keep going. Trust me.
Oh no, you're right.
So
That's
that-
how
trust
most of my
'Cause
direct
you have
messages.
so many ideas. It's not easy as people think with putting it together and stuff like that.
And
But
tell
once
them
it
that.
comes
Tell them it's not
God's
easy.
work. It's not easy.
But
people-
you're willing
people
to
think
do
you
it.
can just write, and it's just like putting out a book. No, there's so much that goes behind it. So
See, and that's what they
Oh, yeah.
need to know. Because a
it's
lot of
fun-
people,
it's rewarding.
you know, they don't know that part of it, Bianca. And they're like, oh, well, okay. You're like, no.
yeah,
It's difficult. It's a
So-
difficult task. It's a daunting task, but you're up for the challenge.
And I love storytelling because when I get into the vibe of character and writing these characters, and you feel some kind of way, because when I write, I do an outline. How the story's gonna go. But once I start writing, that outline goes out the window. These characters do what they want to do. Trust me. That's like with Deliver Me from Temptation. Those people did what they wanted to do.
So
They
you
was
said
heathen.
you have this outline, and it's like, doo-doo-doo, I see you later.
Yes, I write it. I know what's going to take place. Most of the scenes still occurs,
Mhm.
but in a way of their own. Because once you start writing, it's like, no, she's going to do this, she's going to do that, or he's going to do this. And it's just like your mind takes over.
Now, are you amazed about your brain?
Yes,
Do you
Yeah.
sit back? Do you still have a crying moment?
always.
I do. I don't ever watch myself, but most of the time, like, my sister will send me clips, and then I'll say, I said that? And then I'll sit back and reflect, try to remember back, and I just be like, oh my gosh, like, it's not me.
Yes.
Like, it can be, because Jocasta can't bring that type of greatness, but God can.
You can.
And literally, you know that it's a God-given gift that you
It
have.
is. I didn't think I was going to be a writer or author.
What did you think?
Oh, I thought I was going to be in corporate America, human resource, and
That's it.
That's it.
You said I'm gonna go. I'm gonna work in corporate America, and that's the end.
So,
That was the end all tell all.
so yeah, but God take you into places that you never see coming.
So how does? Oh Lord, I got my.
Oh Lord,
I'll
she's
toy.
okay. She's okay.
I'm gonna put it right there. Y'all know I don't care. Like it's okay.
Gosh.
I didn't want to be talking to Bianca like
It's
hot
okay.
breath.
She's
Hey
okay.
girl, she like what? Y'all, Jocasta breath
It's
was
okay,
on
boy.
one. Her breath was
Oh,
funky.
God. Girl, you okay?
I didn't want to kill you, so I didn't want to be like, well,
Oh,
hello,
God.
darling. And you
Girl.
like, if this heifer don't come back 2, 3 feet. I mean feet, not inches.
No, but you're okay.
But tell me what your daughter, what was her first thought when you like, her mom's an author.
yes, even her friends asked about the book, and I'm like, they can't read it, but they're 18 now, so she just graduated. My daughter just graduated, so I'm like,
Whoop, whoop.
Because I remember when I went to college and I was reading all those books that my mama had and stuff, those books weren't clean. Elin Harris, one of my favorite authors, so may he rest in peace. Mary Morrison. Oh my gosh, there's so many.
Kimberla, we're going to
Yes.
mention you
Oh my
because I know
gosh.
that you are tuned
love
in. You
her.
always tune in. Thank you so much. I love you. Your
can't
fellow
wait.
author
Yes.
loves you
Actually,
too.
she'll be here soon in Atlanta.
August 7th, I will be there. Like open,
Yes.
open.
So congratulations.
So back to you. So your daughter's like, Mom, you're amazing. You have to be. I'm sorry.
That's why I try to take her on some of the events I do. That way she'll have an idea and she'll see it.
Okay.
Like she don't want to be stuck behind somebody else's desk. So that's why she's tried to see the entrepreneurship of that. So
See, guys, we don't have, but you
yes.
have to put in the work. You never ever want to be stuck behind someone's desk forever. And even if you're
Exactly.
behind the desk, what should you be doing?
As
Other
my-
things.
Exactly. As my pastor said last Sunday, get out the boat. Get uncomfortable.
I
You
love
have to.
it. Get out the boat,
And that's
walk
what
that
he
water.
said.
Jesus said, come on,
Yes.
come with me.
Exactly.
And then you get scared and you sink.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
You have to get uncomfortable.
I love it. I like being uncomfortable. I am very
I do
uncomfortable
too.
right now.
I like challenges. I do.
And that's what people don't like change. And they got to understand with
yes.
change
That's-
comes
that's
a
what it
challenge.
was. Exactly. You have to. That's the only way you're going to grow and succeed. That's true.
Listen, say that again.
Grow and succeed.
With what?
You're going to grow, succeed, and you're going to pray and have faith.
I love it. So let's talk about,
Deliver me from temptation.
yes, part 1, part 2. Terry is
Oh my
terrorizing.
God. Exactly. Not your ordinary Christian fiction.
Not your ordinary evangelist,
Exactly.
Terry,
Exactly.
in this book, okay?
Yes.
So literally, this book will change your life, and it'll make you understand that we go and we're like, my pastor, he this way, my pastor like this. Guys, your pastor is human. I'm
Exactly,
human.
exactly.
Bianca's human. Everyone on this platform, we are human. We're making mistakes. We're going to make them. If we're not making them, then one of us is Jesus, and I truly doubt it. Okay? Because if I was Jesus, I'd have shut this world down.
Everybody has a past and everybody's sin. So
Everybody has a
That's what it
past, and they have a present and a future, too.
Exactly. So there's opportunity to get it right too. So
Terry and Richard. Richard was Terry's pimp. You went. Where was your head at?
Oh my
Let me say.
God.
Was it your last church? Your pastor was
How
the.
that is supposed to happen, but it happened.
Look, was your pastor? Are you telling us something? Oh man, guys, I was trying to get the tea. I'm
Oh,
like,
my
was your
God.
pastor the pimp and his
Oh,
of his
God.
wife previously? Is that what this was?
Yeah. There's so much that goes on in church. I mean, you have good churches, you have good pastors, but pastors sin as well. I mean, they have a past. They are tempted. Everybody's tempted in some form. Some form in
Everybody.
your life. So that's what that one is. Deliver me from temptation. There is a part 2 to it where she's redeemed in herself. She still goes through a lot in this book here. There's some twists and turns. But you'll love it. It's not your ordinary Christian fiction. It's like an urban Christian fiction.
She said it is not your
And
ordinary.
that's what I try to tell people. When they
It's
open up.
extraordinary.
Yeah, because when you look at it, you have a married pastor. They're intimate. I mean, they're human. So
No, people think their pastor
Oh,
don't
they're
do.
having sex. I'm
They think
sorry,
their
they're having
pastor doesn't
sex.
have sex. They think that their pastor and their wife, they never sleep together.
Exactly.
They think that this is the Lucy Ball show where there's 2 twin beds.
No.
And come on, how do you think your pastor and wife had those 4 little kids walking around and running around the church?
Exactly.
But that's what you think. And so here she brings your mind to another level.
Exactly. You got your first lady. She ain't too clean. And you got your pastor. He has secrets. And you got the evangelist.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So here it is. Look, I'm going to take y'all through it just a little bit. Terry Mosley resides at one of Philly's prominent churches alongside Pastor Jerome Clark. Married to her former pimp, the prostitute turned evangelist has a weakness when it comes to spending more time at the church than at home with her husband, Deacon Richard Mosley. Now look, Deacon Richard. Oh, I was about to say something. I'm not going to say it. We on 108 Praise Radio. Woo! Get it out. I rebuke the thought in the name of Jesus.
Y'all, I just love Jocasta. I love her spirit and her energy.
I was about to say something, but we just going to call him Deacon Richard.
Oh,
okay?
gosh.
He used to be a pimp. He pimped Terry. While Terry is struggling to make her marriage a priority, her union to Richard caused tension between herself and her stepkids, following a dark secret that shadows over the happy couple. Even though she's already dealing with enough turmoil, Terry is being blackmailed and is forced to take a trip back home to Bristol to face family members she hasn't seen in over a decade. When things in her life start to happen unexpectedly, Terry is hell-bent on solving a mystery she thought was put to rest years ago. She is willing to commit every act of sin. Every
she
sin.
do.
She's like, she is committed to putting the act in, honey. The sinner. Terry needs to be delivered just like all of us need to be delivered. There's something that's lurking within us or something that we're engaging in now. It'll always be that way. Do you all understand that? And we get to these churches where people make us think that it won't always be that way.
Exactly.
You know that, right?
That's man.
They make us think that. So then when they fall, what do you think happens? We start looking at them differently. We were already looking at them as if they were Jesus in the first place, and we cannot do that.
And you don't put your trust in man?
No, you better not put your trust in Jocasta. I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh, definitely not me.
You know, it's just honest. The only 2 people that need to put their trust in me are my boys, Connor and Dylan, because a mom's love is unconditional.
Exactly.
So what say you about this part 1?
Part 1 is a mess. Part 2 is where she redeemed herself. Terry has a past. At a young age, when she was, with her former pimp at the time, mom and dad, was on drugs and all that stuff. So she has siblings. She was stuck to care for them, and life got hectic. So, she bailed out. Haven't seen her family in years. But when things start to happen, that's when she wants to go revisit that past. And then, her family members like, oh, no. So things start to happen. Secrets come up that she thought she buried years ago. But that stuff comes to pass that her husband didn't know as well either. So,
Wait, the pimp didn't know it all?
Oh, no. So when you see stuff happening and stuff like that, your back is against the wall at that point.
It is.
So,
My back was against the wall a few weeks ago. And I'm telling you, Jesus pulled me up, out, around and about. And I love it, and I want him to do it all the time. It would be wonderful if you could walk in the Holy Spirit all day, every day. Like my friend and I, we always discuss that. My friend Melita, we're like, oh, if the Holy Spirit could just stay on me all day, every day.
And I ask him to
walk
with
with
me
amazing.
Every day.
It would be amazing. Like I wouldn't even want to talk. I just want to speak to y'all in tongue. If you hear me, you understand me, it wouldn't even matter. As long as I was feeling cleansed, refreshed, renewed.
Exactly.
So here it is. We have this evangelist who, that doesn't mean God still can't use her, right, Bianca?
He's still working with her.
Yes.
She's still doing stuff. She's struggling.
But he still can,
He can
use
her.
you.
Yes. But you got to go through some things to come out of it.
And then we think once you go through, you come out, that it'll change, don't we?
Yeah, and that's sometimes.
So when part 2 rolled around,
Part 2, she still went through some things. She still wasn't as clean as she thought she were, but she had to go through those things to come out and like, okay, this ain't working. Let me do it God's way, and that way works.
well,
So she's
it's
redeemed
no other
herself.
way.
Exactly.
It's no other way.
So,
But
yes.
sometimes we'll go and we'll try it.
Exactly.
Just because.
We got to test the waters.
And that's the thing. Like, I'm always like, well, he gives us choice. Don't give me the choice.
Yes. But we try to do it our way sometimes, not his way.
I'm like, my friend and I are on this huge change in our life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to walk different. I don't want to walk like Terry.
No, you don't.
I
don't think you'll walk
but
like
she's
Terry.
so crazy. Hey, I don't walk the walk, honey.
Oh my God! But Terry was something else.
But Jocasta was too. I can sit down. You want to write this book? Go ahead. Bestseller. We'll put it. We'll
Jocasta
shut
is
it
a
down.
sweetheart.
Who's she talking
Her
about?
past ain't that bad.
Who is she? Look, like my best friend face looks like crazy right now. My best friend face looks like stank. I wouldn't even be mad. Like, she's like, whoa, really? I'm good. Everybody knows that. I just had to relive a lot on the other day when I was completing this documentary. Y'all didn't know that, right?
See, she got a
So,
lot going on.
and I had to tell a young woman everything. And then I told her, girl, yesterday I did something I had no business. Because she was like, God he can't do nothing with me. And she just, oh, it was going to make me cry. She's like, do you see what I've done? He can't do nothing with me. And I said, baby.
Yes, he can.
Yes, he can.
Yes, he
If he
can.
did something with this rich,
Yes, he can.
this dirty bird, he can do something with you. He
Exactly.
always can use us.
Yep.
It's the thing that we allow
But you gotta
other
be willing
people
to change.
to use us.
Exactly.
And we cannot. And you guys got to get this book. You got to get both of them. You need to get all of her books. But because she's an amazing author, and you'll be able to see yourself. Now, am I saying you're going to see yourself being like pimped out like Terry and all this stuff? No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying in some things some trials that Terry endures or have endured, it might be something you're dealing with.
Exactly.
Or something you dealt with thinking that you were alone. Well, let me tell you why you weren't alone, because you propped up in this baby's head. And God only does that because he wants somebody to feel less lonely, less alone. So he gives you a tool to go back to see that you're just not out there hanging on the Raptors by yourself, okay? You got a Jocasta there. You have a Bianca there who's went through some things that we may not be proud of, but we can attest to the greatness on the other side.
Amen.
Okay?
Amen.
So we got to understand everybody goes through hardships.
That's everybody. Not
Nobody's
some.
exempt.
That's everybody.
And when you think that you're not going through, you probably are going through right then.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, life's
Everybody.
going great now.
That's what you try
That's
to tell
wonderful.
people. Yeah, everybody goes through something, good or bad. I
time.
mean, that's just like, not some people, then they get the blessing. Your blessing's coming. You got to go through it first to come out of it. You receive your blessing.
I love
You
it.
do.
And Terry went through it
She did.
to come
did.
to it.
Have
To
you looking at
receive
the
it.
church at a whole nother angle.
I love it. But that, as we should, though.
Yeah.
Not in an angle to diminish the church. She's totally not saying that.
And see, I mean, I'm talking about stuff that some people won't talk about.
I
Then
love
I
it.
get these emails and fan mails. People are like, oh my God, that's going on in my church right now. You just never know. But some
I
people
love
don't
it.
talk about it. So.
I love it. Do me a favor. Hand me my phone from Connor. Because I just remembered that I didn't share my show on my page. So we're going to share it so I can make sure that you guys are watching. And I need to check our time, too. So, yeah, but we are still here at the Hosea.
Yeah.
Not Hosea Feast, but Hosea Back to School. And it's an amazing event that they're having right now. And I wish that some of you all would come out. And you can still come out and volunteer. You can volunteer. So please believe, don't think that you can't come and still be a volunteer. You can be a volunteer, okay? 14 and older, volunteer, 14 and older, okay? So we want you to come out and you can meet Bianca. Very amazing author. Come on. What more? And get her autograph. Okay?
Yes.
She's really an amazing author.
Yes.
So I know I shouldn't be asking this, but what's the next book?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, let me pause. Pull your phone up. Because did you share it on your page?
Well, no.
Look, see, I got to. Because
the next book, I shared a snippet that I
want to
wrote.
share the show. Pull it up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pull it up. Yes, guys. I hope you're having a happy Saturday. Happy Soul Saving Saturday. Happy Salvation Saturday. Happy 108 Praise Radio. It's Saturday. We're having a good Saturday here at Hosea Helps.
Yeah,
Doors
sure.
open at 12. And, guys, you do not want to miss out. And definitely, if your children, you need them a book bag, they need clothes, whatever it is that they may need, come on. Come one, come all.
Bring your
Come
friends
one,
and
come
your
all.
family.
Everybody, come out. And I'll just read next Saturday. I'm going to definitely replay her show. You can just be tapping so that people. I'm going to replay this show so that you all, since we got a little late start, having to get in here to this building. And this is fine because everything is for a charitable cause. Everything is to help one another. If that's you and you need to come and bring your children for book bags, for clothes, grab a good bite to eat, take some food home. They have packages to go home. Everything is here. They have, who else? Metro PCS, Well Care. They have a bouncy house. They have entertainment. Everything that you're looking for is right here. One-stop shop. And, of course, why else should you be here? 108 Praise Radio. We're here always voicing the gospel. Our gospel this morning is the truth about Mrs. Bianca Harrison, the author of Deliver Me from Temptation. I'm asking God right now in the name of Jesus, deliver me from temptation. I mean, I know we're going to always be tempted.
Yes. The next book is dealing with domestic violence. So I'm going to try to do a
Now,
documentary
you know
on
that's
that.
that's to my heart, though.
I mean, but I started because I did a snippet for a group that I was selected for. So I did that. Ended up being about domestic violence. I didn't know which way I was going to go with it. It was like an author freestyle. So now it's turned into a full-blown book from everybody requests.
Really?
So I started on that, but yeah, I'm gonna try to have it out by Domestic Violence Month, which is October.
I'm
gonna try my best. But yes.
Yeah,
so.
I've done the domestic violence walk run for now over how many? 7 years? Connor's, yeah, so 7 years. Connor's 8, so that was 8 years. 8 years.
So,
You guys see me looking off. I'm looking at my best friend. For 8 years, domestic violence walk. My friend is a survivor. She's victorious. I'm happy about that. Of course, I've endured domestic violence with other friends, and it's
very
something
touching,
that
listening to other people's story and what they've been through. Like, oh my gosh, so.
Yeah, I just heard somebody's story a few days ago during the documentary that I'll tell you guys about very, very soon. So, domestic violence. Yeah, and your mind has went there, I'm sure.
It went there, then I hope to do a children's book. That's my next one. That was my goal before this one. So, I have a couple of things I'm trying to work on, so yes.
Really?
Yes.
So, just for your boys? That's what I was going to say. Are you thinking about that?
Stuff. Yes. So
that's a good idea.
So yeah.
I'm there.
It'll be under my middle name, Janelle. I'm going to put it under that name. So.
Really? I'm excited about that now.
So, yeah, our little kings and,
I
princess,
know. I'm all about my boys. I never wanted girls.
Oh, well, I had one.
So, see?
And I'm happy with her. And I got my 2 boys. And
I've always wanted boys.
They're so different.
Girl, who are you telling?
Jesus.
They are. They're very active.
Well, girls, too.
I'm saying they don't be still. Like boys, it's like, mommy, don't bend down because they're jumping on your back. Don't lay down on the floor because they're on you, saying, give me a piggyback ride. One of them just looked at me right then because he knows that's him. That's how he works. That's how he operates. We love our little kings, but literally we have to get down and dirty with them. Like yesterday, I beat my boys and their friend. We were running, and they were like, "We go here," and then they started trying to cheat.
Look at this.
But you have to show them. You have to show them. Now they won the whole dance competition. It was okay. I was tired by then, okay, because we had been running outside.
They keep us young. That's what mine keep me young.
Girl, I'm gonna be young with my boys running with me or without, because Jesus is gonna keep me young. Black don't crack, and Asian don't raisin.
Oh,
that's for you, Wendy. She just had a baby. Love you, boo boo. So we got Deliver Me from Temptation. We have part 1, part 2. We're going to come out with a new book by October. Hopefully you're pushing to make that date. And
I'm trying to squeeze my children's book in there by the end of the year. I
what?
have to write my goals.
Are you serious? Well, you're on it.
I got a couple things I'm trying to work on. Like my mama said, girl, you're doing too much. You need to sit down.
But if you sit down.
Yeah, because sometimes I work on more than one thing at the same time, and I need to just focus on one thing, complete it, and go to the next. And that way my mind won't be in overload.
Okay. So you're a full-time author then?
I ain't going to say I'm still full-time. I'm still working, but I'm full-time in everything I do.
Oh, wow.
So, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
What's the time, Stacey?
So, yes.
What was it? So... Not full-time, but full-time.
Yes.
How does that... So, are you sleeping? Because I don't find sleep. Sleep finds me like this. I'm sitting there, and the next thing and then I'm like, oh, gosh. I was writing. I was reading, and then you have to get to it.
But when you find out, when you start writing and you're trying to go to sleep, you better start writing or your stuff going to disappear. So, yeah. That's happened.
You've hit delete by accident?
Yeah, so that do happen. Yeah. So, but
that's not good.
Sometimes when I'm writing, like from my smartphone, and I might save something, I was also email it to myself.
I always do that
as a backup.
Because that's why I'm like, are you serious, girl? I email everything.
Thank you, Jesus.
I email it to myself. I email it to my mama. I email it to Danielle.
What to save? I can go back and I can just reinvent that part. So
now I want to know, Danielle, do you have any questions for her? Because since we can't take phone calls because we're not in the studio, and I need a Saturday where you're free again. Y'all hear this? I'm already putting her on the spot. Do you have any questions for her, maybe about her books or anything? You can't think of one? Okay, I was just wondering. No pressure. No ham, no burger. No hot, no dog.
Yeah, they can find my books. They can go to my website,
please.
BiancaHarrison.com,
Bianca, BIANCA.
Yes, Miss Janelle, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, author Bianca Harrison.
BiancaHarrison.com.
Yes.
Okay, Harrison.
Yes.
HARRISON. Because sometimes people, they'll be looking for Bianca Harris, Bianca Harris.
True.
No, Harrison. I know that you're an amazing author. You're an amazing mom.
Thank you.
I want to know.
And same goes to you.
Look at you. Oh, thank you. I want to know your mother's first thought when you said, Mama, I'm going to write this book. Because I always want to know what a mom thinks.
Yeah, she reads them all. She read them all. She just like, oh, my gosh, can't believe some of the stuff I probably say.
Really?
Some of the words that I choose. But when I write, that's a different me. Just like Beyonce got Sasha Fierce. You have to have an alter ego. So that's not necessarily me. I may got Tina. I may come out with Belinda. It depends on what I'm writing. But that's not me. That's my alter ego.
I love it. So it's not you. You come outside. I say that every time I preach. That's not me. When I preach, I be like, that's not Jocasta. Because Jocasta will just joke. And this person comes out like just to take.
Yes.
And take you and hold you.
Exactly.
And it's God,
That's your creative side.
He loves. And when he comes through your body
he does.
And writes for you, he's writing what he wants done.
Exactly.
And a lot of people can't separate things like that. So tell me about some things, because you're saying your mom's like, what? I can't believe this. Tell me about what other people say, because I know you have people that say, oh, my gosh, you love God and you're supposed to be here.
I know, but they love, but you'll be surprised. My biggest supporter, oh, my gosh, in my church family, Oh my gosh, the women in the church, the older ladies.
See?
You'll be surprised because some of them say they don't have a man, and that's the only man they get through the books.
Through the book.
So you'll be surprised, and I'm serious, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Now, I like that because usually
yes.
somebody will say, well, people are talking and saying, you know, how are you? You love God and you wrote this in your book, or you said this, or you acted this way. And I'm like,
but God
what?
knows all of our hearts.
He wouldn't give you anything like this. You're not maliciously hurting anybody. And what people don't understand, if you're not maliciously, there's no malicious intent
Exactly.
at all. You're just saying, hey, look, you see that? That's up under there. I'm going to bring it out to the forefront.
Yes.
And that's what you're doing.
One thing.
And it's wonderful. And you're showing us real.
Yeah, everybody has a talent. They just got to figure out what's best for them, how the talent's going to get out them. Some people, people are like, oh, I don't have anything or whatever. Everybody's got a talent in something.
I agree.
So
I agree. Everybody has a talent. Everybody has a gift.
Cook for somebody. You can speak to somebody, encourage somebody. Everybody has a talent. They do.
I like that.
So, yes.
God gives gifts to everybody, and it depends on what you do.
That's the thing people don't see and don't know. I fast, I pray.
See.
But I do right, and I may curse a little.
I like that. I like that.
But I love God.
And then the way you said it was so ladylike. It's like, at the end of it, she's like, okay, but I love God. You guys got to know that. She knows who leads her life.
Exactly.
And sometimes, at times, we may not agree with the things, the paths that we're taking.
Exactly.
But God is always putting us on those paths for a reason. He has chosen an amazing path for you to be an author who's working hard in these streets to get your face out there, to get your books out there. You know, tell the people one more time, like, where they can get your books.
You can go to Amazon, Barnes & Noble. You can go to my webpage, authorbiancaharrison.com. Google me. I'm all over.
I love it. And she said you can go to your nearest Barnes & Noble.
Yes,
so we know that you guys watch everywhere.
Yeah, so.
Literally, you're in California. Go. Christina, Phoenix, go. Pick up this book, Barnes & Noble. Go to your Barnes & Noble. Get her book. Come on. Let's support. It's all about support. I try to tell women that we have to support each other in whatever we're doing, whether it's her being here on this platform. What I tell people, I never have to blow out anybody's light, cut it off, or cut off their power in order for myself to shine, because we all have something to give and bring to the table. And this is what she brought to the table on this day. So there is enough for all of us to eat. You just got to be so hungry that you're going to be willing to go out there and get it by any means necessary. There is a buffet. I don't even like buffets. Only Fogo, though. Fogo at that show. Now, that's my buffet place. But literally, people got to understand that we have to support each other as women. Now, I get it. Nobody, I don't
and we
lose
do that
sleep.
Enough to
we
me.
do not.
We don't.
Because
it's
we
sad.
feel like you're going to come up more than I am.
It's just like there's so many authors out here, entrepreneurs. But everybody write differently. It doesn't matter.
We all can eat.
Exactly. There's enough. But people don't understand that. So.
No, and it's a mentality that we go in.
If they're gonna if you try to help them, she's gonna do it better than me. She's gonna be out here and be successful than me.
I don't care, because here's the thing: if you're more successful than I am, I'm like, you got me all day long. You like, hey, you know what? I did this way. I see you're doing this other project. Girl, try this because you're gonna look out for me.
And that's true.
And they gotta understand that, and understand that I always say to a lot of people that when I asked her about writing, being a writer full-time and things of that nature, what you have to understand is success does not equal finances. And a lot of people think that.
True.
But you can be an amazing person, very, very successful, and be sitting there living content and not even have a few thousand.
Exactly.
But you're living happy. Exactly. And people have to understand that at the end of the day, success does not equal finances.
That's true.
Not at all. And I want you to know that. So you got to work hard you may have a passion. You may be passionate about something, right? But you got to feed your passion until your passion begins to feed you.
And then you got to step out on faith. Know that it's going to work.
know that it's going to work. You can't see it, but that's about vision. When I visualize something that I want and I get ready to go after it, I literally see how it's going. God paints it so vividly. It's like, oh my gosh, I see it now. And then you just go forth. And when you go forth in it, you be great with it.
Yes.
Whether you're getting money from it or not. Because eventually you will.
It will. That will come. So that's true.
So
That's a good word.
look at you. Like, because I want people to know. And I want them, I'm always telling people because they feel like sometimes people don't want to support each other.
True.
And I'm all about it. And I'm always saying to
true.
myself, too, they correct me, too. You got to learn how to look out for each other. We were at a women's day at a church a couple of Sundays ago. And the woman said, learn how to celebrate each other, women.
That's true.
Because women weren't, we don't. We won't. She said, the preacher said, she was like, you'll look, and you know her hair looks good. You know she looks gorgeous. But you like, I bet it'll look better on me, or why she thinks she looking like that, or why she just, why are you, that stink?
Yeah.
Okay, where you need to put down this sister. No, you need to lift her up. You need to bring her on. Yes, yo. You need to make that purchase. You need to support her in any way that you can, because God supports you, and He wants you to be a servant before anything.
Exactly. So when you have other people asking, how do I step in the arena of being an author? You know, I don't mind mentoring people and showing them the way, you know, but it's up to them to follow through as well, too.
Okay. I like that. Say that again, because she's telling you all
exactly.
about
being
her
author.
helping. Yes.
Exactly. I don't mind, but you have to follow through. There's a lot of people ask me, you know, you show them the way,
Pull it up,
but they don't want to do the work. They don't want to do all. They want you to do the work.
Yeah.
I mean, but you're showing them how to do it and how to be successful, but
okay, so she doesn't mind mentoring. Hit her up. Hit her up at BiancaHarrison.com.
Yes.
And let her know, like, hey, I want to do this. I'm serious about it. Serious inquiries only.
Yes. Questions, everything.
Serious. She wants you to be serious about it all, okay? And understand that if you're not, she can't help you. A thing with a mentor, you can go grab a mentor all day long. But if you are not willing to put in the work and you just want the mentor to tell you everything, then you're lacking a lot. I know some people who pay 10 grand for a mentor. I know somebody right now.
Pay a lot of money.
10 grand to have that mentor. But if you're not going to be willing to put in the work, and then the mentor call you 6 a.m. and you still in the bed, and the mentor has already told you how to get your day going.
Exactly. If you haven't did the homework,
then you wasted your 10
grand.
grand.
That's true. That's true. I hear people say they spent so much money to get somebody to ghostwrite or write their book for it, and then it was just like nothing happened. You know, you hear so many stories.
So, and tell somebody out there who wants to be an author. Give them encouraging words, or
just when I tell people how to be, when they say they want to be an author, first of all, you got to write. Just write. You got to start from just writing. Write it down. I don't care if you don't have an editor or anything. Just write your whole story. Just write. That's the main thing. Everything else was coming to play. When I first started out, I did everything myself. I researched. I didn't have ask anybody anything. I went to a lot of authors, book signing, asked questions and stuff like that, but I got myself out there. But now it's a whole different arena. So you just have to write and know that it's going to work. It's going to work.
Write and know that it's going to work. Here's the thing. Let me tell you all this. Make sure you write. Make sure you put forth every effort. But before you begin to write, make sure you pray.
Exactly.
Okay?
Pray.
Make sure you do it. Connect with God on everything. And this is the thing. We always say we're going to connect with God when we come out of our mess. Try connecting with Him while you're in it.
Before, after,
while you're in it.
All the time.
While you're in the trenches.
Yes.
So while you're in the trenches of this, writing this book, tell Him what you want. Write it down and make it plain the way the Bible says. That's what she just told you. When she said just write, what you're doing is writing it down, making it plain. That's what He wants from you. If you're that struggling author out there, look at this woman. Keep going. So tell that person who's like, I don't know, I want to give up.
No, you can't give up. I mean, sometimes we all have that we want to give up and stuff. sometimes you have to step aside, pray about it, go take a break and come back to it. It'll come back to you. They're just like when you're having writer's block. Sometimes you have to step away from that. Then you come back to it, and your mind is refreshed.
I love it. So come with everything she says. I can throw you a verse with it.
She's an author too.
Like, look at her. Literally come back. Romans 12:2 tells us about renewing our mind.
Yes.
She just said, come back,
to.
refresh, renew, get your mind back together. That cleansing will be amazing. Guys, it's been like an amazing time to sit here to watch you from us being in high school
I know,
to you sitting here now.
I mean, you know, the way you connect back after school, college and stuff. You know, even at your baby shower and stuff like that. So, you know, the sister circle.
Yes.
I mean, just to connect back when you see people from, you know, back in the days and stuff. Because, I mean, you're doing amazing things. You're doing a lot.
But let me tell you all how humbling this woman is. So I get this email, and I'm like, what is this? Trailblazer, ATL, what in the, who is this
yes.
from? And it was from Bianca.
I think I was asked about that a while ago. Oh, don't cry. Oh. It's just when you know somebody else who's doing something good and great. And that was actually a while ago, even before you asked me to come on the show. So, I mean, when somebody asks you about, do you know anybody and stuff, and I had totally forgot all about it until you put your article out there. I was like, oh my gosh, you know. So that was awesome. So
It
I'm
was
glad.
just,
If I made your day,
oh my gosh.
I'm so glad.
Because
So God works through us for other people.
more people
Yes.
hurt you than love you.
Oh, don't cry. See, she's a sweetheart, and I don't want to cry either because I got these fake eyelashes on, and I don't like them. And as soon as this show's over, they're coming off.
You're so silly. You look good, though.
Oh, my God.
I pulled mine off the other day
my
before I even
gosh.
made it to the documentary. I'm going to be honest.
Girl.
I just like poop, 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 and that was it.
They're only good for the camera and pictures. That's it.
So, but yeah, like literally for someone to just love you and there's no stipulations on the love. For
Thank
someone
you.
to love
Thank
you
I appreciate
and not
that.
think of self, but be man.
No, you can't. Be
you just
selfish.
don't
Like you
get
said, there's enough for all of us.
But people, I don't get that from anybody. Even women who are in their 60s come after me for no reason.
Well,
So I don't get that. So when I see somebody and we are around the same age and you just love me and you told someone that you do know somebody and you feel like I am a trailblazer, I
You are.
am
You are.
absolutely honored. And
Thank
I
you.
am thankful that God has you in
You
my
might not
life.
see it, but I mean, I see it. There's other people say you do so much.
Oh, God.
I mean, I see you. You might think I don't see you, but I see you. I notice.
It's
Oh, yeah.
crazy. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
So I just like when I see a woman supporting another woman.
Well, thank you, and likewise.
So thank
I
you
appreciate
so
that.
much.
You're welcome.
And I'm
But
honored.
You need to tell them about that trailblazer so they can go read your article. Too.
Oh, look. Oh, girl, because
Oh yes.
I don't even know. I can't remember the website.
Oh,
trailblazersvoyageatl.com.
Yes,
That might
yes.
be right. And you all have to go and see this. I didn't know, like so many people read it. They were talking about it. And I said, this is an amazing opportunity just for people of such a diverse women in Atlanta. And it's just amazing. And this woman, she assisted in making it happen. And I didn't even realize it. I was just like, the guy sent me another message talking about it. I was like, huh? What? I did not know. So I am
That
thankful
was God.
all day.
Oh, thank you. So
All
much.
day.
God
And that
was
lets
with
them
me.
know that you don't have to blow out any other woman's light for
Exactly.
yours to shine,
Exactly.
okay? Not at all.
Exactly.
All right, well,
I appreciate the opportunity. This was nice.
Thank you so much.
Keep doing what you're doing. I love it.
guys, I have Bianca Harrison, the author
If you love
of
Green Leaf,
Deliver
you'll love
Me
this book.
from Temptation.
Yes.
The introduction of Terry Mosley. And for my show, the introduction of Bianca Harrison, an amazing author, mother, wife, God, woman of God before all of that.
Amen.
Thank you so much, guys. I hope you're having a happy Saturday. Tune in again. I'm going to replay this next Saturday. I'm actually also going to be at a brunch at Pristine Chapel in Jonesboro. You can still get tickets. I'll post it on my Facebook. I'm a special guest. Coca Brown is going to be on there. I love Coca. Everybody knows that's my friend. Lowry, what is her first name? Donna Lowry. Just so many amazing women coming together at this brunch. It'll be over hundreds of ladies. So just grab a friend, bring her to that brunch August 4th, and you'll see Bianca again on my show. Guys, if I didn't say it, I love you. If Bianca didn't say it, and God loves you too. Stay tuned. Next is Candid Conversations with Stacy. Coach Stacy to you.